Okay, everybody. So I had made three stems, and what I had said about these stems were like once you get started on these making stems, it's very relaxing, but you have to make a conscious effort to recycle. Like just like going to work or making an appointment on a date or doing dish colorful tissues. Of course, we make flowers and all kinds of things. I've done all these things, but you'd have to fish back through all of my videos, and I have lots of years and years of this stuff. Um, but I have a presence on Pinterest. I think it's under Emmy Ariel or Ariel Emmy. Terminology is for what the design is. Maybe some of you guys know. You might want to post it in chat. I don't even know if I opened the chat or not. Let me just double check. So I open the chat up just in case somebody's in here and wants to chat. All right, so I always mark the very one time we do. So we'll do a one, uh, because you want to have a little opening right in here. We're going to do between 3 and 4. So let me just pull it a little bit. Wait a minute, I want to make there. So you got it at the top and then kind of more towards the bottom. Could go down a little bit more, but I want to have like a more upper hole than a lower hole. So we'll do like this just for this design. Once you've done one, you just can pretty much make them all kind of uniform. We're going to go ahead and fold this one crease, make a very sharp crease like that. I'm going to just keep going. And I want you to get the pretty uniform here. Just press down when you mark. That way you can pretty much see where you're marking. And these are just the spots because you have to glue these together, remember? Now my pattern is going to have light pink, dark pink, and a green. That's the kind of pattern. And I can't remember for my conscious brain how many of these little circles I need. So I think I did 8, 8, 12, 18 maybe. I don't know. My brain is fading fast. But this is how this goes here. So we're just going to keep going. Make sure you're pressing down. Remember, I use this to kind of trace around. I don't have my stencils. Do the same thing. Just find any size circle you want and just trace around. So that's another green. I don't know why I have two greens there, but we'll do like that. We're going to try to keep the colors um, separate. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? Sorry. So remember to press down. Press down. That way the indent will be on the next one, and that way you'll have pretty much a uniform design once you glue your corners here. Nothing gets off. Can you see? You just make sure we're still live because I don't have the strong. You just make sure we're still live because I don't have the strongest signal here. We are still live, but nobody's in the. I'm trying to get to come on board and recycle and see what happens. We'll see. All we can do is try. I think I have too many green. I'm going to take one of these greens out because there's like way too many greens for some reason. I went with way too many. Let's put one back because it's got the indent on it. Just retrace around one of these, so we'll just keep that like that. That over there. So just want to keep the points together. Remember to press down so the dent will go through and you can see where your next one will be. So we got 3, 6, 7. This will be 8. And so you can still see where the indentions is. Just press down. Just keep pressing. It's a lot of green. Now I actually can't see the last one here. So I'm just going to go back and mark it. It's very lightweight for some reason. Now I can see it. These are going to be extras. I'm just going to set all of those to the side. And we can go ahead and start gluing. Okay, so go ahead with the first one. We're just going to put a little dab of glue there. A little dab there. Which is really almost too much glue, but let's go ahead and press it. Reinsert your crease here. I'm going to use a pen just to open the hole back up a little bit because the glue spread over the hole a little bit. As you see here, it's just enough to give it a little waft of a design. I'm messing it up with this pen, but you see what I mean? It's just going to glue like that. It should be that much of a hole opening up. This will open this way, these will open that way. But you don't want the whole thing to stick together. That's why I say you don't really need a whole lot of glue, just a little bit of glue. So we're just going to leave that like that. Let it dry. I'm going to go and do this one now. Just a dab of glue is all you need. There we go. That's a lot better. Then you just press it down. And then you just recrease. Oops. This one's a little bit wider, so it's not going to be just perfectly uniform because of the glue. I'm trying. Just hold it for a minute like that and see it's going to stick. So we got another hole there. These together so you don't get your patterns crossed up. These are tight. And then you always have to use a pen, or chopsticks are actually better. I left my chopsticks over in the kitchen. I've been doing some washing my tablecloths and stuff this morning. I put a different one on for the video. There's some little bitty, tiny little roaches that came from somewhere, and they were all on the table this morning. I don't know if I'd eaten something, and I don't know where they came from. I'd seen it really big. I guess I gotta get some more bugs for me. So all of when it does open up, all the points will come open at the same spot. So all of when it does open up, all the points will come open at the same spot. So we got that. So we've done these three. We can go ahead and kind of glue them together. So when you're gluing together, what I do is I want everything to stick together. So I go down the back just lightly with just a little glue. Back just lightly with just a little glue. And then you just want to make sure this area has a little glue. So this area will stick side to side. So remember to go down the sides of the back with glue and around this area here. And then you're just going to sit down here. And that's it. You see how it all looks kind of uniform together like that? Let that dry, and then we're going to add also this color. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to add a little bit of glue. And then a little bit to the center here, just lightly. And then we're just going to put it on. And let's just keep going. Let me just double check. We're still live. We've been on for about 17 minutes. Let's see here. See how we're doing on battery time. We're right at 76%. See, it really quickly. So here, let the phone recharge. Come back, and we'll put all the pieces together. And that way we can go ahead and put the balls on the stick, and then we'll move on to another project. So we'll stop for right now. We're almost 20 minutes in. I just want to do a part 2 with you guys. This is Princess Ariel saying thank you for tuning. We'll come back with part 3 here in a little bit. I'll have all the rest of these cut out and ready to put together. And we'll move on from there. And what we're doing is we're taking this vase right here, and we're starting to refill it, because I made paper flower arrangement for my auntie. She's very sick. She's been in the hospital with back surgery. So I went and got her a card. I attached a card to this stem and stuck it into here like that. Put her name on it and all that. Then put paper flower arrangement that you seen the other day. I just kind of cut them down where they all would fit uniform together. And then add 2 feet of flowers, plastic flowers, on the side, like a flower arrangement, just to give it some color and pop. And then I just trimmed it around with some red, kind of like little trim that had little puppy paw prints on it, and made a little bow. Took it over to my cousin's house, and she went nuts. She's like, "I'm not giving that to her." I'm like, "But it's for your mother." Like, she goes, "No, that's really pretty. I'm keeping it." So a project like that, actually really appreciated and thought it was really pretty. So I decided to go ahead and just start on this jar because this is my vase. I got this at Goodwill about a year ago, and it already had this and it had some other stuff. I took the other stuff out and chunked it. Wasn't worth recycling. But I wanted to keep this just because it looks really dark and green and it looks really cool. And I could actually do this myself to shred this up and make these little designs like that. That would be cool. Maybe we'll do that one day for another vase if I find another one. 11 minutes, you guys. Let the phone charge, and thank you for tuning in.